Hello, hello! On today's show, I'm going to talk about some green people, namely some Munsters and She-Hulk. Mike is going to talk about a comic that benefits veterans, and of course, another round of cover combat. Welcome to your favorite live streaming whatnotting podcast, Comics and Collectibles in the Crawl Space. As usual, I am your fourth or fifth favorite podcasting host, Kevin. And we're a little short-staffed today, but we have another amazing gentleman here. I shouldn't say another. That would be calling myself amazing. Sorry about that. You want to say, hey, Mike?
Hey, Kevin, what's up, man? You're amazing, Kevin.
Yeah. So right before we started, Max just came in and wrecked the whole table, right beside me.
Yeah, he's like a wrecking crew. Him and Tyler are the wrecking crew.
Ripped my comic book, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But anyway.
Spilled my comic.
Spill your drink on my laptop.
The whole 9 yards.
All right, so let's get going. So just to let everyone know, we are short Patrick today.
Oh, no.
Sad days. Oh my God, that's so heavy, Max. Are you serious right now? Can you just... No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay. Sorry about it, everybody. Patrick is having some personal issues. They couldn't be here today. So that means we will not have a collectibles on the horizon segment, but we have a great segment that's kind of similar to Fill It today.
Yep.
We're doing Funko Pops.
Oh.
We've got a couple special guests that are gonna talk about some Funko Pops. We'll chime in our 2 cents a little bit, but hopefully that'll be enough to get people through a week without collectibles on the horizon. We're all going to miss it, though.
Yep.
So, okay. Just want to let everybody know that so they aren't wondering why Patrick isn't here. But, Mike, you want to start with the profits, right? Let me get this for you. Here we go.
All right.
All right, same lady guessing this week. She still hasn't won yet. She's not giving in.
Yeah, this week. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Here are the covers for 5 books coming out Wednesday, October 12th, and 5 books that came out last week, October 5th. Since we're
that's
off
good.
last
Okay,
week,
nice. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted. There were some great covers last week, and this week felt kind of weak as far as good covers. So I took advantage of the fact that we were off, and I mixed them up. So the Xcellar group and our families have selected our top 3 favorites. In order for you to win the Profits contest, you must choose the covers that make up our top 3. Post a comment during this live stream of the 3 covers you've selected. The cutoff time for your submission will be announced at the beginning of the Pick 3 segment, and the winners will receive their choice of 1 book from the 10 here. We'll send it to you free, and we'll cover the shipping. So head on over to the Facebook page for a closer look at these, and then come back and send us your pick.
All right, awesome. Yeah, that was a great idea.
Thanks.
Mixing it up so we had 2 weeks off. That was perfect.
Yep.
And we've talked a little bit here today. It was a tough week as far as lots of ties. You're saying, huh?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, it was. We're short a lot of voters this week.
Yeah, you know, all the Raymonds are. Well, I shouldn't say all of them. A lot of them are in my house now. So, you know, ironically enough, as we get together, we are a little bit less focused, I guess is a good way to put it. When we're separated, everybody's like, okay, got to get this, got to get this, got to get this. We all get together. It's like, hey, party time, you know. So.
Let's just forget everything.
Yeah, which is awesome. But yeah, it has its downfall as well. So,
yep.
Okay, so let me get into the first exciting thing. I got a lot of exciting things to say today. So let's start with this one. The S.C.R.F.L.S Goal Sweepstakes. We have officially moved above 40. We are at 42. And as soon as we hit 50, we're going to be doing a big giveaway. And all you have to do to enter is subscribe, comment, retweet, follow, or share any of our content on any of our platforms, and you will be automatically entered to win when we hit 50 subs on YouTube. So if you help us get there, it'll be worth your while. And the prize pool is big. What you win with S.C.R.F.L.S Goals is 2 movie tickets, a digital code to own one of your favorite movies or shows, a CG Seed comic book, and a Funko Pop, which we know is Miles Morales, and a classic action figure, which we know is Batman. And if we hit 50 by this weekend, that would be perfect, because this upcoming week we're all going to be together. And let me lower this. Is that music as loud to you as it is to me?
Yeah, it's loud.
And it's so weird. It's, you know, I said it and it's low, and then it just seems to get louder and louder. Maybe when I was getting louder, it was being louder. It's like, you will hear me. But anyway, so if we can, we got to chime in from Patrick here. Sorry to miss the show. He had a lot of stuff for the Verizon, and we'll catch up soon. Absolutely. Can't wait, Patrick. Might have to be a big spotlight on the next show, but no problem at all. Yeah, you got to take care of business.
Yeah, I think next week's show is going to push 5 hours.
Yeah, probably. Probably. So anyway, so S.C.R.F.L.S Goal Sweepstakes. If we get to 50 subs, we're going to give away all that stuff. We're at 42. We could totally get 8 in 1 week. So everybody help us out. We get to 50 next week. We are going to, all of the Xcellar group, plus a couple, are going to all be together in the same house for the show next week. And the show is going to be on Saturday instead of Sunday, because we're all going to be together all day Saturday. And then, as Mike mentioned, it might be a long show, and it also might be quite the show. So we'll see how it goes, but that's exciting. It's possible we could be doing the big giveaway on that show, as well as one that's definite we're going to do. If anybody's been checking out our Whatnot shows, we are giving away a Batman Harley Quinn. Is that number 1? That's just a one-shot anyway, right?
Yeah, it was a one-shot.
Yeah. I should have had a picture of that with me here, but yeah, the great Alex Ross cover. That's the first actual appearance of Harley Quinn, right? What's the?
No, it's
the
Batman
animated,
Adventures.
The animated one had Harley Quinn first, but this is like because the animated is not in continuity, so this is her first appearance in continuity. I think
so, yeah.
I think that's why it has high value, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the first printing that you have there for the giveaway.
Yeah, and it's in perfect shape. And we're giving that away. And that will definitely be on the Friday night Whatnot show this weekend. Again, while we're all together for that Whatnot show as well. And the reason we're giving that away is because we hit over 500 subscribers on Whatnot. So that was the threshold for that. So we've already hit that one. So it'd be great if we could also do our YouTube subs giveaway all the same time. Man, it's gonna be great. Yeah. I'm so psyched for multiple reasons, not just the great giveaways. It's gonna be a fun show, I guarantee it, and as well. Guaranteed your money back.
Right.
All right, and then let's so the random username shout out for the week is Paul Jarrell 4. That's PAUJARREL 4. If you're listening now, let us know sometime in the show in the comments, and we'll give you 25% off your next purchase on our eBay store at Xcellar_comics. And if you hear this at any point in time, you don't catch us live, but you check it out later and you comment on it, we'll get that notification that you comment that you watched it from YouTube. We'll do 10% off if you watch it at any point in time. 25% off if you comment today. And basically, if anybody wants to be involved with the random username shout out, all you have to do is purchase something from our eBay store, and then we pick one. We pick a random username that has purchased from us in the past as a way to say thanks, give them a future discount, and have a lot of fun there. So, all right, I think that covers it for the giveaways and freebies and everything. Yeah. So, all right. So the next thing we want to talk about, which I'm super excited about too. Again, all this I tell people all the time. If I wasn't on this show, I sure wouldn't miss it every week. We ready to do cover combat?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, yes and no. I've got to share my screen.
Yeah, let me get the intro going here. Here we go. All right. Oh, that's good timing.
Yeah, well, it's because I got lost. I think they changed the location of some things there. I couldn't find the share the screen thing.
All right, it is up.
All right. So, yeah, this was tough. Everybody had 2 weeks to think hard on these tough decisions.
Yeah.
And we'll just jump right into it. The first matchup we have is Amazing Spider-Man 151. That's John Romita Sr. versus Classic X-Men #1 by Art Adams. And the winning cover had 67% of the votes.
Okay.
So
pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, it was close, but not as close as I thought. Getting down to the end here, I thought these would both be nail biters. Classic X-Men #1.
Yes.
I take
R.I.P. Final Spider-Man is gone. Yeah. That is a great one too, though. Like you said, this is tough, but I was definitely rooting for Classic X-Men on that one.
Yep. And next up, we have Wonder Woman 72 by Brian Bolland versus Captain America 2 by Alex Ross. And we all had to know Alex Ross was going to make it to the,
Finals.
opportunity to, be one of the finals.
Yeah.
It said he had so many covers represented in it. And this one, the winning cover, 61% of the votes.
All right, a little bit closer. Got it.
A little bit closer, but they were both real close to being the same. And it's Captain America #2.
Nice.
The great thing about this is there was a possibility of, the same person having both of their covers, going head to head.
Yeah.
And we don't have that. We actually have 2 individual submissions going head to head, which I'm glad to see.
What I thought
it was up until those 4. 2 of those were submitted by the same person. So it was and next week, during next week's show, we're gonna talk about everybody's submissions and things like that.
That's gonna be a fun conversation. Yeah.
So it was close. One person almost had the final 2.
So just again, I'm gonna keep doing this. Next week we got finals for the final, the last week of Cover Combat. Officially giving away Harley Quinn, and hopefully giving away the S.C.R.F.L.S Go Get Man. Oh man, this could be an insane week. I might have to, call off work for a week afterwards. It's going to be so hectic and crazy and awesome that it's going to exhaust me completely. But
right,
all right. So I mean, are we even going to show the matchup for next week? I mean, there it is.
there it is there. But I did
make a graphic.
Yeah, let me jump back over here, and I did put it up there because it looks good to have them side by side.
Yep, it sure does. Yeah,
there you go.
Oh, awesome.
I was that after today's show, and everybody has a week,
and they can vote either on this video or on the Facebook post, right? Either one.
Yes, either one.
Okay. And man, I was hoping that at least. And I'm not distraught by this not being the case, but I was hoping at least the finals would be similar, like maybe Alex Ross and Art Germ, and then like maybe this classic X-Men and like that Spidey that just lost, kind of same era, same kind of art,
Yeah.
But I guess this is good too, having 2 completely opposite. It's really going to show what people are into.
Right. Yep. I mean, I already have my vote.
Do you? Oh man, I sure
do. Oh yeah, I do.
I'm gonna probably decide when I get to Pennsylvania next weekend. Seriously, it's gonna take me all week to think about this. Oh my gosh.
Yep. Well, don't take too long because I got to tally the votes.
Okay. All right, awesome. Yep. We're almost there. That's awesome. Okay, let's get into a few fun conversations here about what I watched. Okay, again, I've had 2 weeks to watch lots of stuff. But again, most of my stuff is just kind of continuations of all the series that I'm trying to cover at one time. So it's not a ton of new stuff though, but I did get a few in, and I got some movies and shows this week. So let's start off with one we talked about before that it was coming. Is the DC League of Super Pets. Did you have an opportunity to check this out yet, Mike?
No, I'm falling into that trap of October. So, I'm watching creep shows, the movies, and the series. There's just I like to do all the horror movies during October.
Well, actually, I've got you covered with that today as well. So
yeah, I didn't watch Werewolf by Night.
Actually, I didn't watch that one either.
Good. I'm so glad you didn't, because I want to talk about it.
Okay, cool. Okay. I'm going to review that next week for sure, though. And we'll obviously all be together then. So,
so that's a task for everybody.
Yeah. Everybody in the Xcellar group, make sure you watch Werewolf by Night this week. But anyway, DC League of Super Pets. This is fun. This has Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Kevin Hart, a bunch of other voice actors that people be familiar with as well. But The Rock is what's his name?
Crypto.
Yeah, Crypto. Yeah, and Kevin Hart is this random dog beside him here on the cover, and basically, Crypto and Superman are all doing great things all the time for everyone, but Lex Luthor actually achieves in beating the Justice League. So all that's left is Crypto. But then there's this other evil pet that actually is able to defeat Crypto. So then a bunch of random pets, a bunch of random dogs or a bunch of random pets of miscellaneous types at this pet shop all get kind of bombarded with this. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it gave them all powers. So there's a bunch of random pets that nobody's familiar with that all have powers, and they all need to get together and save Crypto. So then they can be together with Crypto and save the Justice League. So that's the gist. Lex Luthor is the human bad guy, but he has, I think it's actually a guinea pig that is the evil pet, the leader of the evil pets. I'll just leave it at that. It's definitely a fun movie. Lots of funny moments.
I think Kevin Hart and The Rock. Yeah, Kevin Rock.
Yeah, right.
Kevin Rock. Those guys are funny together.
Yeah, definitely. So this is it was a lot of fun. Definitely a recommend on that one. And then I kind of checked out this. This is a little random, but The Imperfects. I believe this is on Hulu. Are you familiar with this at all, Mike?
No.
This is a series, and it's kind of I don't. It's how my viewing lays out is always seemingly connected in some way or another. And these are just some random kids that are experimented on in this science lab, and it gives them all miscellaneous powers. Like the one girl in the front there is like Banshee. The one girl on the right there, she has like this, she's got hearts on her head. You can see on the poster there. She has the ability to tell anybody what to do because she releases these pheromones that makes them all fall in love with her immediately, and they're willing to do anything to make her happy. So she can literally control people through her, attractiveness. Yeah. So there's a bunch of kids like this in here, and basically they're on a journey. They resent the scientists that made them this way. So ironically enough, they use their powers to try to catch up with the scientist, to try to force him to take their powers, make them just normal again. So because of course, with great power, and I'm not going to say comes great responsibility, with great power comes more problems, and the problems aren't worth it for them. So they just want rid of their powers in essence. And it's a fun show. It's good. It's definitely not family friendly.
Is it a movie or a show?
It's a show.
It looks like that's a Netflix end up in the corner, so maybe it's on Netflix.
Oh, maybe it is Netflix. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yep. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even notice that. Yep. Okay, so yeah. Man, I gotta track where everything's on too, because literally I surf all over them to find something fresh that I think is going to be good. Of course, obviously there's plenty of trash. If I just want to pick the next, maybe I should do that. Just like there should be a random button. I think there actually is for.
It's like I'm feeling lucky button.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, is that only on Netflix too?
It's funny. I don't remember which one it's on because I do the same thing. I'm halfway through a show. I leave it 3 days later. I'm like, oh, I'm going to finish that. I don't know where it was.
Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, exactly. But anyway, this is pretty good. I recommend it if you're into that kind of thing. It's good stuff. And the special effects are cool. The story's done pretty well. It's not the best by any stretch, but I'd give what I've seen so far, which is a majority. I think I only have like 2 episodes left, like 7.5, right around that range. It's good, not great. Speaking of something that's not great, though, here we get into the Halloween. You're talking about Halloween stuff or October.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know where you're going with this.
Boom, the Munsters. Did you watch this? Movie.
Yeah. I looked at the first probably half hour.
Okay.
And I was watching it, and Marcus came down, and he's watching it, and he's like, "What is this?" So, but we ended up turning it off and going and watching a couple episodes of the original show.
Oh, you did? Okay, that's awesome. Actually, I got a couple questions then, because I was thinking, just to kind of refresh everybody on this one. So this is Rob Zombie's movie of the Munsters old TV show. This is obviously colorized, the old TV show. Wait, did the old TV show, was that color towards the end, or was it always black and white?
I don't remember it ever being color.
Okay.
No, in Rob's defense, he wanted to do this in black and white.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the studio wouldn't let him, so he went to the other extreme. I think that's why it's so vibrant and neon and just the colors are crazy, because it's like, oh, okay, you want it in color? Here.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you about the old ones. It's been a while since I've watched any of the old ones, so I was a little bit, I guess, maybe less critical of this, because I was thinking, maybe I would probably feel the same way that I feel about this movie as I did about the old ones if I rewatched them now. But what say you in that comparison?
Well, yes and no. It's because the original show was campy. It was, a lot of tongue in cheek. It was silly. And I think this is that also, but to me, it seems too silly.
Okay.
It was.
So it definitely seemed sillier than even the show was back in the day, though.
For me, it was, yeah. And the original show was,
really silly, yeah.
But yeah, this was just way over the top for me.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I was optimistic about this, though. I was thinking, this could work. And, I think we're both Rob Zombie fans in general. And, it didn't deliver, though. I don't recommend this. I give it maybe a 4 or 5. I'll give it a 5 to be generous. What'd you think of what you saw? What would you rate it as for what you've seen so far?
Yeah, about that, I'd probably say a 4.
Yeah.
And I'm disappointed that I didn't enjoy it more. I really wanted to.
Yeah.
And I could be more tolerant sometimes if I really want to like something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just couldn't. It was, I think the dialogue was kind of.
Do did you see all of the old Munsters?
No, I'm sure. I mean, I just looked it up. It was only 2 seasons. I think 70 episodes. I've never watched all 70, but I know throughout my life, I've probably watched a good number of them.
Did you see the first ones? I mean, did the beginning of the Munsters happen the way that the beginning of this movie happened too?
No, this is a prequel to the TV show.
Okay, so when the TV show started, it's basically when this ended. Got it. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. That's the idea behind gotcha. They were basically showing us how they got together, and we never knew that from the show. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So maybe just if you're in the mood for a corny, funky movie that's like you said, Mike, October Halloween kind of themed show or movie, check this out.
Yep.
But if you're looking for something good, pass it.
And I may try it again.
I may give it another shot too, because of the very reason I just said. I like doing that sometimes. That if I'm in the mood for something hokey that I know is horrible, if it kind of fits the bill for what I'm looking for that minute, I'm gonna admit this on the air. I think I've admitted it before, but Christmas time comes, I check out Hallmark movies all the time. That I can't stand Hallmark movies in general, but they play like a Hallmark-a-thon of Christmas movies, so I just have that on like a lot. So nobody worry, I will not be reviewing Hallmark Christmas movies in December. I'll keep those to myself. It's a guilty pleasure of mine just in December.
Yeah.
So. All right, but let's get into some good stuff. And again, this goes with your theme again, Mike. Have you ever heard of the Empty Man?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it was a comic book written by Cullen Bunn.
Very nice, Mike. Here you go. There's
Yeah.
Empty Man #1. I don't know. I saw this cover too. I don't know whether this was a variant, but I've actually seen a different cover of this that looks exactly the same, but it has subtext. So I don't know whether maybe it's a different storyline. But this is also Empty Man #1. So do you know if those are one of them's a variant or what? You know?
Yeah, the one up right now, the red cover is the A cover.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, it's a comic book. So even though it's horror movie, I figured it'd be appropriate because of that. But I actually checked this out because this was given to me as a recommendation based on it being like someone compared it to being kind of like a Christopher Nolan, like Batman, kind of the way it kind of lays out story or whatever. So I didn't know it was going to be straight up horror, but this is straight up horror. So, did you read the comic book, Mike?
No, I bought #1, never got around to reading it, so I never ended up picking up #2.
Man, I was so impressed with this. I was so surprised. I was so impressed too because, obviously, not very long into the movie, I'm actually clicking with exactly what I'm getting, and right when it clicked, I'm like, oh man, this is just a straight up horror. I don't know if I'm in the mood for this. It maybe another 5 minutes. It started things happening, and it just kept my interest, and I didn't leave. And there are some definite creepy moments in this. I think it's really hard to scare the general audience nowadays and be creepy and all these things with all the stuff we've had out and seen already. But this one, in my opinion, definitely accomplishes that. And just to give you kind of a general plot with this one, there is an empty man that if you see him, you've got like 3 days to where he will kill you. It's kind of like what was that one, The Ring, and that other one where you answer
some VHS tape or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's what The Ring was, wasn't it? You watch a movie.
Oh yeah, you might be right.
She comes through the TV.
Yeah. There was another one just like that.
I think there was one called VHS.
Okay, maybe. But anyway, there's this empty man that's after you, and basically you can't see him, but after you see him the first time, you can't see him, and he basically controls you to make horrible things happen. And I won't really give any more away than that. And this kind of follows this one guy that's a prior cop, kind of investigating all of these incidents that are very similar but unsolved, and no one knows what's going on. So we follow this one guy kind of investigating the empty man through the entire movie. And it's crazy. I want to tell you guys so much more, but I don't want to tell you because not knowing is better. So in my opinion, especially with this movie. But as far as horror movies are concerned, I give this an 8.59. This is a great horror flick. This actually came out, and I think it was 2018 as well. So
yeah, it's been a bit. You know what I need you to do?
What?
Because you don't have a lot on your plate already. I need a list
of
all the movies that you've reviewed, and I need them like in green, orange, and red. Color coded. Green is you got to watch this. Orange is maybe, and red would be pass.
Okay,
it's like a checklist. So we need to create a checklist.
Well, that's actually not going to add too much more than I was already planning on. So that's pretty easy because I was planning on, I think we've talked about it on a couple shows. I was planning on making a list of everything I reviewed anyway.
Yeah.
So basically, I'll just print a second one, and then I'll do that highlight thing for you when I do actually put it together. I'm hoping to have it together by the end of our second season.
Okay.
That'd be a perfect time to kind of recap all that stuff, so at the end of this year, right?
Yeah, because I keep forgetting. I'm like, what was that movie?
Right.
I'm too lazy to pull it up on the phone that's in my hand.
Yeah. All right. So the final one I've got here is another show. Here we go. She-Hulk. I think we're one episode away from the finale. There's one more episode, I think. Did you catch any of these yet, Mike?
No, what am I stuck on? I think 3 or 4.
Okay.
And just every week I keep hearing more and more reasons
Negative. Yeah.
not to be excited about it. So I'll probably get back to it. There were certain parts of it that I liked. I think the actress is really good. I like She-Hulk as a character.
Yeah.
But it just seems more and more that they had a target audience in mind, and I'm not part of it. So, is this the Daredevil episode?
Yes. I was gonna ask you if you want me to put up. You obviously haven't seen it, and you said that, so obviously it's out there.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't even know if I need to put up a spoiler on this, but yeah, Daredevil's in this episode. And I do have a couple things that might be a spoiler, though. Do you care if I spoil for you personally?
I'm fine. I've listened to a couple shows already, so
okay. I'm gonna put up the spoiler alert logo here for anybody who wants to just mute us while that spoiler alert logo is up in the top right hand corner of the screen. And when that spoiler alert logo goes away, it's okay to come back. For anybody who's checking this out in the podcast, can't see the logo, just mute me. This might take a few minutes. Give me 5 minutes if you don't want to hear any spoilers about She-Hulk. But kind of already said one with Daredevil. But yeah, like everyone knows that. But what I will say about Daredevil, though, is I thought his whole outfit was going to be more similar to the original Daredevil outfit. But literally, aside from some small yellow highlights on his suit's almost identical from the Netflix show. It's just his helmet that's 95% mustard yellow, Yeah. But so I don't know if I exactly like that too much,
Yeah, I think sometimes what we don't see is maybe they did a mock-up of, lifted straight from the book. And when you look at it in real life, you're like, that's just not going to work. It looks silly beyond where it should work. So maybe they make adjustments down from that. Maybe that's what they do. I hope that's what they do.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I don't know. And I'm not saying I disliked it exactly. I just didn't like it as much as I thought I would have if it was a majority yellow. Well, I guess his arms and legs, from what I remember, his arms and legs were yellow, but his torso and he kind of had a shorts part of his, kind of like Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, but Superman's outfit. It looks like he has kind of underwear, but that was brown up to his torso, but his legs and his arms otherwise were yellow with his mask as well, right? From back in the day.
Yeah. It's one of those things. What's that? I can't remember what the term is for it. Whenever you, when you have an idea what something looks like, but it's not it.
Like I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's like, and then they put 2 different logos up there, and you're like, oh, geez, now I don't know which one is which.
Yeah, how did I get that wrong for so long, and which one is the right one, right? Yeah. So anyway, so that's enough for the outfit. The action involving Daredevil, in my opinion, too, was spot on. It was great. I loved it. I actually think his fighting and the action for Daredevil was actually a little bit better than Netflix. Just the choreography and the special effects of the whole thing in general, it seemed a lot more smooth. I don't know exactly what it was, but which made it a little bit less realistic. But he's Daredevil. He obviously does unrealistic things.
Right.
But I thought the action for him was great in this. The story was kind of funny, wasn't bad. The overall gist of this episode is a character named Leapfrog. he's kind of like, he looks, in my opinion, he looked really, really similar to Kick-Ass, the superhero.
Right.
But there's some differences. you know, and he's got these goggles, makes himself look like a frog. He's like a joke. He's this rich kid that wants to be a superhero, but he has no powers, and he's really not that agile or anything. He's like fooling himself to think he can pull it off. And he wants to sue the guy that made his suit because his suit caught on fire, and it was supposed to be flame retardant, you know.
Right.
Yeah. And the guy that he hires She-Hulk to sue this guy that made his suit, but of course the guy that made his suit is the same guy that makes She-Hulk suits. So now there's this conflict of interest. Right. So that was a pretty interesting story as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So overall, in my opinion, this episode literally might be my favorite of all episodes. Okay. Mm-hmm. But you ready for a big but?
Yeah, I knew that there had to be one coming with the way the track record of the show is.
So Daredevil and She-Hulk hook up. And they do it in the worst way, in my opinion, for a fam. Again, I don't know how much people want to consider She-Hulk's family friendly, but if you're on Disney, you pretty much need to be, you know?
Yeah, and I think that bar has been moved.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Because I wouldn't put She-Hulk as being family friendly. There were a couple
already, yeah.
instances already that weren't appropriate for certain ages. So I think Disney's already, I think they're gone the way of if it has Disney on it, it's automatically family friendly. I think they've just consumed too many other entities.
Yeah.
You know, that they can't just buy all these other properties and then bring them down to an age appropriate level. It's like some of them just need to stay what they are. So I think those days are gone for all Disney.
Assuming that. Yeah. You're obviously right from what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Aside from that, content being in there in general, they did it in the worst way, in my opinion, too. So Daredevil actually just asks her out for dinner. Okay. And her response is, let's just skip all that and get to, and they cut her off and they skip to the next scene and they're getting crispy. So he literally wants to try to establish a relationship or whatever.
Right.
You know, before anything happens. But she's like, no, let's just do it. And they go to her apartment and blank, you know? So aside from the content in general, not caring for that in this, setting that up as that's her character. I wanted to ask Patrick, obviously having read old She-Hulks, if he ever experienced any kind of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you know,
modern, no, I don't know.
Promiscuous, you know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To ask him if there was any of that in like the old comics or not. But anyway, I didn't like that at all, you know.
Right.
But like you said, I'm obviously not the target audience for this. Although with Daredevil in it, makes it seem like I'm the target audience, maybe, you know, but Daredevil's in it, Hulk's in it. Seems like they want to get a target audience like me, but then I get there and there's nothing for me, you know, and there's other things that upset me, but
right.
So yeah, and that's what makes it worse for me, that this is my favorite episode aside from that. I mean, literally, if she would have just accepted his invitation to a dinner and they would have dated rather than the other thing.
Right.
This would be my first really positive review of their episode. So
mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like they just like, let's see how we can upset Kevin.
Right, exactly.
But I also get your point. I mean, the way you and I look at, and a lot of people I think look at the way relationships should be between men and women. That's what we're expecting.
Yeah.
But I think at this age, or at this time and age this year, I think we're in the minority now on traditional relationships. So
I don't know. I think Hollywood would definitely makes us feel that way, but I don't. I still feel like
that's
we're not
true.
in the minority. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But again, it's their money. I've said it a million times.
Yeah.
I'll definitely check out the last episode and see how it goes there. But unless this last episode blows me away or whatever, if there's or when there's a second season of She-Hulk, I probably won't be reviewing that one. So I'll have had enough. So
Do you think you would have continued to watch the show if you weren't reviewing it for our show?
no, I would have been done already. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just at this point kind of fulfilling it because it's obviously extremely topical, but
Yeah.
and it seems like no one's really reviewing these. It seems like most other reviewers I've seen, they've kind of checked out of She-Hulk a while ago anyway,
Yeah, that's what I've gathered as well.
Yeah.
And usually the people that are reviewing it are kind of in the same boat that you are. They're doing it because they feel that it's a train wreck, and it's negative stuff sells more than positive, I think.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
And I think some shows out there they kind of look for that stuff. But yeah, it's a shame. We had high hopes, but we talked a little bit earlier, and we have Werewolf by Night to look forward to, and I'm hearing, and I'm not doing a lot of reading. I'm trying not to spoil it for myself. Yeah, I'm hearing really good things. Like that movie is kind of saving Phase 4 or something like that.
So you just called it a movie. So I thought it was a series, first of all, but it's not. It's just this one, right?
Yeah, one episode.
And yeah, well, you called it a movie. Is it a movie or an episode?
Well,
what's the difference?
I guess I don't know what is the difference. If it's a half an hour, that's normally a sitcom. An hour is like a primetime TV show.
Yeah.
And an hour and 20 minutes and beyond is a movie.
You're right. You're right.
So I don't know. What's the runtime on it?
I think it's 55 minutes. So
it's a show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just one show. It's not a series, not a movie. It's just a show. Yeah. So
and it is in black and white.
Yeah, and this is in black and white, which I think most everybody's liking that a part of it as well. So,
I was just talking about the black and white and Rob Zombie with his Munsters. Years ago, we used to be able to just walk up to the TV and there was that knob that we can just turn all the color off.
Oh, yeah.
And we can make movies black and white. Now, I think you can probably do it in the settings, but what a nightmare that would probably be.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it, but yeah, that's I didn't even think about that. That would be cool to take Rob Zombie's Munsters and just make it black and white, see if it's better than that. See if that changes it. So,
yeah.
All right. So that'll do it for what I watched. Definitely check us out for Werewolf by Night. A review from a bunch of Xcellar people next week. So that'll be fun.
They all have homework.
Yeah, it never ends. This is the fun homework though, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you ready to get into the pick 3?
Yep.
All right, here we go. All right, awesome. We actually had a comment from Mike from New York. He said it's a special presentation, so think of it as a one-shot, right? Yeah. Okay, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I'm glad you saw that. I was going to point that out. And yeah, he's spot on. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah. All right, what do we got for the pick 3?
All right, so the cutoff time is over for Profit submissions. And we'll start off with Hulk #9 by Ryan Otley. Tomb of Dracula #1, the facsimile edition by Neil Adams. Spider-Man #1 by Scotty Young. And that one made Mark's day. Anytime he sees Scotty Young. So I always have to throw a Scotty Young up there.
Yeah, that's a great one too. Yeah. Mhm.
Poison Ivy number 5 by David Takaski. Gotham City Year 1 number 1 by Ryan Sook. Venom number 11, Alex Sinclair. Star Wars Visions number 1, Takashi Okazaki. And that's actually a show. I don't know if you've watched that.
I have. It's awesome. This
It
is
is.
actually my favorite. It's a bunch of, Visions is a bunch of different stories. And this was my favorite. The one that's on the cover here with the samurai guy, it was my favorite of the stories in that. So yeah, it was great.
Is that the first episode, I think?
I'm not sure if it was the first. I can't remember. It's been a while, but
That's all I've watched was one.
yeah, okay. And this is the one you saw too?
The art style looks very similar
Okay.
to what I remember seeing. Next up is The Chilling Adventures of Salem by number 1 by Dan Schooning. I think that's a one shot. Vampirella Mind Warp number 2, Jonathan Case. And Flash, The Fastest Man Alive number 2 by Sebastian Mara.
All right.
And that Salem is, and Tom had shared this with me. It looks like an homage, I guess, to Pet Sematary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah.
Which that's one of my favorite books.
Yeah. Who is that
All right.
character on the cover of Venom? Who is that? That's a new character, right?
Well, he was new, I think, in the Donny Cates run. I'm trying to remember what his name was. Where's Tyler? Is Tyler watching football?
Yeah, he's watching the Steeler game upstairs.
What? It'll come to me later on.
Yeah, okay. He'll show up down here at some point. I'll ask him then.
Yeah. So this was a crazy week.
Okay.
We were actually missing votes from 6 of our regular voters.
Yeah.
So number 3 this week with a whopping 3 votes is Hulk number 9 by Ryan Otley. And Mark looked at this and was like, "This is great. Where's Hulk? Is that Hulk?" Like, I don't know, buddy. I'm not reading it yet.
Without Patrick being here again, the first thing I thought with this one, Pat hates this cover.
Yeah, look at that throne.
Yeah, look at that throne.
Oh, I threw my notes away. I wonder if he probably didn't vote on it. Vote for this one, I mean.
Yeah.
And up in at number 4, or I'm sorry, number 2 with 4 votes is Venom.
He's that Venom
Number
cover.
11. Yeah.
Which is awesome. Yep.
Yeah, I liked this one because it didn't have Venom on it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just having a real hard time with this Venom series as far as the artwork goes. I usually like Hitch. I like his work, but this stuff is just not appealing to me at all.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. And at number 1, which I forgot to grab yesterday when I went to Flashback. So I called them this morning. I said, "Hey, I forgot to grab this off the shelf. Can you put this in my box?" We have Gotham City Year 1 by Ryan Sook.
Wow.
And I have the A cover. I ordered the A cover because I want this is Tom King is writing this story. But this cover is amazing. As everybody, well, the other 5 people.
Yeah, actually I didn't vote for this one.
Yeah.
I just wasn't feeling it. I mean, it's definitely great, but it just isn't my type of cover, so.
Yeah. It's cool when you see, I don't know if you see the bat symbol in the background there. I don't know if you can find it.
Let me make my screen big here. Where's it at?
Just look at above the gate is the ears, and then just follow that out and around to the end. You see.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, I didn't notice that at all. Yeah, okay.
Wow, next level, awesome. Now you
Yeah.
love it, right?
Oh, I want to vote for this one.
Yeah.
It's already number 1, so we're good.
Yeah. So that was it, and I was struggling this week to get 10 covers, and that's why I came up with the idea to use last week's as well, since we didn't have
Yeah, that was great. Are these? Do you have? Are these 3 that are ones that are coming out this week, or did they come out last week?
Let me see. Let me find my breakout.
Well, obviously
point.
that Gotham City, you said that was last week because you missed it. But what about
well, actually, no. It was Gotham City Year 1 was last week. Hulk was last week, and I think Venom was this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the one you can still get while the getting's good is Venom. The other ones, if your store doesn't have it, you can start chasing them.
Yeah, and that Gotham City Year 1, when I called this morning, I got the last one off the shelf.
Yeah.
So if you go to Flashback for that one, they might have to get it from their other store.
All right. Okay. Next up, we've got our comic book reviews, and actually, I'm going to try to be quick enough. I'm going to put up our reviews intro here, and then I'm going to go track down some kids that are going to be the lead on the Funko Pops. I don't know if they've got me on right now. They can hear me and just come. But if they don't come while the intro is playing, I'm going to go track them down. So if I come back and I'm not sitting right here once the intro's over, go ahead and start without me. I'll be right back.
All you need is one of them. Just have one of them get all the other ones. Round them up.
Oh no! I hear footsteps. All right, let's start this. Here we go. All right, I'm still here. Everybody else is here now as well, though, so we're good for once we're done here. Okay.
Good. Yep.
Okay, I'll go first.
Looks like you're first.
Yeah. Okay, I just got one book in this week, and I haven't actually read one of these in such a long time that I'm figuring because it just got rebooted again. Alien #1. So this is volume 2 of Marvel's Alien. And literally the last time I actually read an Alien comic was when it was still Dark Horse. So I haven't actually checked out any of the Marvel Alien until this one. And this one is written by Philip Kennedy Johnson. Artist is Julius Otta. Nitro. Sorry if I'm butchering any names. This covers by Bjorn Barron. This was wasn't this in our top 10 covers of the week too?
I don't think I put this one up there. Okay. These covers freak me out on this series because I'm like, geez, that's really disturbing.
Okay, so this in 2217, after all the other events we're familiar with Alien have happened, and now we've got a new problem to where aliens are causing problems in a very important on a very important planet that basically if they live them, it'll destroy the economy of the entire galaxy, because it's a massive food producing planet or something like that. So government tries to get a hold of this group of cyber people that they used to work with, I guess, in previous Aliens of Marvel that I didn't read. And they lied to them, and they're all mad at them. So they're actually off by themselves on this planet just to kind of be by themselves. And the government comes to basically hire them. There's a group of 5 of them, and basically hire them to come fight off these aliens. That's what happens in this issue. They actually, this was more pictures than it was words in this, which I don't mind, and the art's pretty good. But that's kind of it in a nutshell. It's graphic too. It's definitely mature reading, in my opinion. But it was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm going to try to stick to continue reading this one now too. Feel like I got a lot of alien catching up to do.
Yeah. I didn't read the first Marvel series. I have them, and I haven't read this, but I did just drop at number 3. I decided not to get anymore because I haven't read them, and I'm trying to make some cuts. And this so now you're making me regret that.
Sorry.
So it looks like I'll be scrambling for number 3, but I'll pick up at number 4 again.
Yeah, I'm such a huge Alien fan, been forever, and this one's totally fine with me. As far as being modern, it's been a female hero for this one since I can remember, and this team of these 5 cybernetic beings are led by this lady too. I didn't write down all their names. As I get deeper into it, it might be important as I explain the plot, but this one's pretty simple for the first one, and I'm going to keep going, so I'll give this one a get it.
Nice.
All right.
Well, hopefully number 3 isn't a get it.
Do you want to corrupt the system? I'll just tell you it's bad regardless of whether it's good. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Just hook you up. Yeah. All right, what'd you read?
All right, I read Junkyard Joe.
Interesting.
Now this is the cover that I got Marcus a copy because anything military I'm gonna get from Mark, and he picked this one out of the 5 or 6 different covers there were, and I like this one as well because it has all the characters on there.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. I'll jump ahead in my review. Only 2 of them survive, and one of them is Joe.
Is this new?
Yes, this is the number 1. It's Jeff Johns is the writer and Gary Frank is the artist. So at that alone, this is a must get.
Gotcha. Okay.
Gary Frank's artwork is just so phenomenal. And this initially the character appeared in Geiger, which was their creator-owned series, came out last year. It ran 6 issues, and within that series, the Junkyard Joe character is presented in as a comic book, and I'm kind of getting it out of order on my my review here, but I'll just go with it. So this is what it looks like in the Geiger series. You get these little 1-page, funny, like Beetle Bailey kind of silly comic strips.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yep, and if you look there, the creator of the comic strip is I can't remember his full name. Muddy is his nickname. Yeah, Maury Muddy Davis. He's the guy that writes the series and draws it and created the character. And trying to use all my visuals here. We'll go back to the thing. If you look at the bottom center character, that's Muddy.
Okay.
So what this issue takes place in 1972 in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And it starts with an FNG arrives as a replacement to the Junkyard Dogs, which is the squad there on the cover. An FNG, for those that aren't in the military, stands for a flippin' new guy, but it's not flippin'.
Right.
And it's a real term because during Vietnam, so many men were dying. Even in World War II, they'd have replacement guys come in, and there's a great book called Beardless Warriors by Richard Matheson. Everybody should read that. And they're beardless warriors because they're so young, and they're coming in and they're going in with these guys that have seen combat and stuff like that. So anyway, the new guy, he's real quiet. The sergeant in charge doesn't even look at his papers. He's just so disgusted with the fact that he's got a new guy, and it's just a more responsibility. These guys feel responsible for everybody.
Yeah.
So they actually go out and they're going different part of Vietnam, and they get ambushed, and everybody's taking cover and getting shot and stuff like that. Well, this new guy just kind of stands there and starts firing, and then there's a like a suicide guy coming running in with a grenade, so he jumps on him and explodes. And then he stands up and he's all robot. His uniform's all shredded. He ends up going over, and one of the other men, his nickname was Band-Aid. He's on the cover in the bottom left, and he actually died during that. So Joe takes his parts of his uniform and puts them on, and Joseph is his last name. So that's where the Junkyard Joe comes from. Junkyard is the group, and Joe is short for Joseph.
Yeah, gotcha.
So that's basically how he becomes Junkyard Joe to these guys. So they continue moving on, and there's another ambush, and everybody's killed in the. These are all spoilers. So everybody's killed except for Joe.
You're doing your best impersonation of me. You always let the spoilers out, and then you point out it's a spoiler afterward. Yeah, good job.
Right. So don't worry about buying this. I'll read it for you.
Yeah.
I crack myself up. So everyone is killed except for Muddy and Joe. So Muddy's at the end of the book. Muddy is at the field hospital. He's getting ready to be shipped home, and he keeps talking about this robot because Joe just kind of disappears off into the jungle. And the doctor's like, "Look, if you don't stop with this crazy talk, you're not going to make it home. They're going to send you off to the loony bin." So he kind of shuts up about it, and then I completely forgot. There's some great interiors here.
Okay.
Just an idea of Gary Frank's artwork.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's just so great. And so on the last page, it actually, if you look at that bottom panel, there's the kind of the cartoony sketches that we
see in Geiger, right?
Right. We end up seeing in Geiger. So it's a great way to tie the two series together. And moving on to issue number 2, we're going to be back in the States with Muddy and how he's dealing with the repercussions of the war and his injuries and creating this comic book, this comic series.
I mean, I actually have to check this out. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And then Jeff Johns and Gary Frank go even further. This is really cool. Here's an address that if you would like to thank your friends and family for their service, you just send I'll read this. Send us a letter with their name, service information, and a short message, and they're going to do their best to print those in the back of each issue.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that is great.
So I think that's one aspect that's great. And then within this issue, you get the military, because I think our generation, the current generation's got the younger kids. They have their parents and family members fought in Afghanistan and stuff like that. So these are family members for all the creators of the book. So you've got Jeff Johns, Gary Frank, and the colorist.
Wow.
They've all got their family members in there. And one final thing that makes this book even greater, they have a black and white veterans editions with each cover.
Oh man.
And these I don't have any of these. I just found out about this version this morning. So this special issue presents Junkyard Joe in black and white, with all proceeds donated to the National Coalition for Homeless Veterans in honor of Jeff Johns' grandfather, and to Veterans Aid in honor of Gary Frank's grandparents. I think Gary Frank is English. I think his is a UK foundation. Jeff Johns is here in the United States. Additionally, Mad Ghost, which is their imprint within Image, will donate $2 for every issue purchased. Our hope is to tell the tale of veterans through a comic book lens and raise awareness and money to support these wonderful organizations.
Awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, for that alone, this is a must buy. Especially search out these black and white editions. The proceeds go to really good organizations. It's a must buy for the story as well, the story and art. So
Yeah, it's perfect. That's how you do it. That's awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah.
So, and with us, we're veterans. You have a veteran son. You know, my brother's a veteran. You know, it's just our uncles, our grandparents. You know, everything.
Yep. Lots of military all around us. Absolutely. Yep.
So that
All
is
right,
my
great.
review.
That was a great choice. That was better than mine. But
Thanks. I've been excited for this book since it was announced at the end of Geiger.
when's 2 come out? So did this just come out last week or the week prior? Or?
Yes, this was October 5th.
Okay.
So check back in 30 days for my review of number 2.
Okay. All right. Now we're gonna move into our special segment of the week, Funko Pop Fun, with our 2 special guest hosts. I've got them sitting here across from me. I'm going to move my mic over here between us because us being here together, I need to mute them. So we're going to kind of the sound might be a little off because we're going to share this mic. Let me add them. All right, there they are. Let me see if I need to adjust my mic here. All right, that supposedly picks up everything in the room now. Go ahead and say hi, Alexi.
Hi.
And Ayla.
Hi.
Can you hear them?
They sound good.
Good. Okay, good. All right, Lexi, I think since you're on your mom's, you actually have control of the pictures and you can kind of do it however you want.
No, I can't see any picture.
Oh, you can't?
Oh,
Go over to on the right-hand side of the screen. It says brand. Click on brand. There's no pictures in there. Oh, I thought you had control. No. All right, I'll just do these in order, and you can just talk about them as I put them up, Lexi.
yeah.
And then just tell me when you want me to switch it.
Yeah, you're gonna.
All right, here we go. First up is what's this?
Okay. All right. As a Funko Pop collector, I highly recommend using the Funko Pop app because, as you can see here, you have a wish list and you have your collection, and you can't. I don't know if you can see on the bottom, but so you can scan your Funko Pop in, and you can see how much it's worth, and you can add it to your collection. And as you can see how much your collection is worth, which is really cool as well.
Yeah, this is just like CLZ for us for Funko Pops. It's great. I have this app too, and I'm not really a big. I keep calling myself not a Funko Pop collector, and then I keep buying Funko Pops, so I don't know what I am.
And then the price of your Funko Pop collection will fluctuate all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this
Never
actually
stay the same.
updates regular. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the real world pricing on stuff.
Yeah, like literally one day, I think my pops I think I had less than everybody else. Mine were the most valuable because of one, especially
It was your
magic nickel bolus.
Yeah.
But then, like the next day, we looked at it again, and all mine was worth less than all of theirs. So yeah, like you said, real time updates like that. So okay, then we got this.
And that's my collection.
Alexi's collection, nice.
So I have 40 Funko Pops in total. Some are not pictured, some are off to the side, but I had to crop it. But that's my collection. I have a whole bunch. If you want to move on, I have some others too.
This one,
Yeah, that's my Halo collection.
nice.
Very, very proud.
We love those Halo. Well, it's not just Halo. Those big box, Funko Pop. What is it called? Like showcases or something.
Yeah.
And it's got a cover of the Halo video game in the back with a Master Chief Pop in front of it. Those are cool.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah.
And then I have one more.
Wait, what's that called? The weapon. What is that? The weapon. That looks like Cortana. Why does that say the weapon?
Yeah. So with that one, very frustrating for me, especially in the Funko Pop world. It's like, so they're basing this off the show. If you guys haven't seen the Halo series, it's really good. You should check it out.
Yeah.
But Yeah, they're basing it off the show, and I think her name should be Cortana because that's who she is.
Mhm.
But in the show, they do base her off as a weapon. They don't really like her in the show, which is kind of dumb. But yeah, I think it should be called Cortana.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. All right, then we got
Tomb Raider. This is my special one. Kevin got it for me.
Tomb Raider. Very cool. Yep. And then, what's this?
That is my collection.
Oh, Ayla's
Oh.
Pops. Nice.
I have 28 pops in total, and I'm personally very proud of it. And it's really hard for me to have as much as Lexi does because I don't have a job. So
Right.
as a person who mainly gets Funko Pops as a gift or off of my allowance,
Yeah.
28 is
Yeah.
very good for
That
me.
is. That is good. Yeah, let me ask you this real quick before we go on to the next one, Lexi. What would you say a majority of your type of Funko Pops are? I just put your collection back up. What is? Do you have a majority of your type, or you're all just all over the place?
I would say when I do look, it's definitely Spider-Man and Star
So the
Wars.
most you have is Spider-Man,
Yeah.
probably.
You have a lot
Okay.
of anime, though.
But I'd say it's a mix of Spider-Man and anime, but what I do look for mostly Spider-Man.
I gotcha. Okay. How about you, Ayla?
Mine is 100% Marvel.
100% Marvel. Okay, got it.
It's hard to tell, but if you look at them, 90% of them are Marvel Pops.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I see the two girls from Frozen.
Yeah, those are actually hand-me-down. Those been hand-me-down a couple times. Lexi actually gave them to me, and then Ayla saw that I had them, and Lexi gave them to me before Ayla was into
No,
Pops.
I remember me and Lexi got. Who'd you get? Did you get Honor or Elsa?
I think I have them both.
No, because we got them individually. We each got our own.
Okay.
Oh,
Either
Yeah.
one of us had Anna, one of us had Elsa. I don't remember. And then I didn't want them anymore.
Yeah.
Because like I had like the mindset of, oh, I'm too cool for Frozen anymore.
Right.
So then I gave them to Lexi, and then Lexi didn't
I
want
didn't
them,
want
so
them.
she
So
gave
then
them to
I
you.
took them. Yeah.
And then like a month ago, I started rewatching the Frozen movies and realizing how good they were, and it was stupid for me to grow out of it because I shouldn't have. So I
Yeah.
took them back.
Yeah. All kinds of adults love those. You never grow out of Frozen. So.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think Cora has those two. Well, but I think she got to that stage that Ayla was at
Uh-huh.
where she was just too cool for them, too old for them, and they're
Yeah.
still in a box. I think she's forgotten that she has them.
Yeah, these ones are loose. I have them on little mounted bases, but yeah, don't have the boxes anymore. That's long gone. Sorry about it.
It's fine.
Do you guys prefer them in boxes though, right?
Yes, I do.
I'm still kind of on the fence on that. I'd say most of mine are out of the box. So
I feel like for me, it's more about the organization of it than
Yeah.
the presentation, because I do think they look cool out of the box, but I can't really put my pops together all of them out of the box
Uh-huh.
and make them look presentable,
that's
because
cool.
they're all
Yeah.
the same height, so they're just gonna be like
Right.
rows.
You just front row them, yeah.
Yeah.
What they should do is put little tabs on their head and then holes in the feet. The other one, you can stack them
Yeah.
out of the box.
But, like
All right.
Legos.
All right, so moving on to this. What is this, Lexi?
Okay, so this is Eddie from Stranger Things, and he was originally at Target, which says exclusive. That's where he was sold for $12 at Target. And as you can see on the bottom, PPG means Pop Price Guide, and his trending value now is 110. And it's so crazy because he just came out this year, and he sold out like that,
Wow.
and now his price is up. It's just so crazy. Like with Funko Pops, their price goes up like every other year or however long, but it's just crazy how only this year his price just went up increasingly like so fast, just because everyone loves him as a character in Stranger Things. And I wish I got a hold of him, but I didn't.
Yeah, that's what everybody.
But you have to wait like 10 years and find them
Yeah.
$5 on eBay.
But the status is coming soon, so I'm hoping they restock soon. But yeah, he's
Well,
sold out.
I'm definitely going to start. I'm going to look for them.
Please do. 'Cause I won't.
All right, we got these little guys next.
And I do want to talk about this. This is a Chase. So I personally own on the left a Chase, and then
Nice.
on the right is the original. So a Chase is like it's like a special thing to original like Funko Pop. So like with the pork, his special thing is like his mouth is open, but then on the original his mouth is closed. It's just like
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I see it.
little things they mix up with the Funko Pops. Like maybe a Chase could have something in their hand that they didn't in the original. It's just
Gotcha.
like little things that makes it special, and they are pretty expensive too.
That's interesting. I thought
I
the
don't have
Chase.
any.
I just thought the Chase would just meant it was a rare one, but which obviously it
It
is.
is,
yeah.
But it's even more special because it's
Mm.
based on one that already exists, but it's a twist on it or change.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
And you'll know it if they have they always have the Chase sticker on it.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
I
Yeah.
don't have any.
Do you want any?
It doesn't matter to me.
As
I mean, they're cool and
Yeah.
they're valuable, but like, it's fine.
long as you like the pop, what does it matter, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
So now on to my wish list. This is one of my wish lists. Ferris Bueller, I really want him so bad.
That is a great one. I actually think I'd grab that one too.
Yeah, that's a rabbit hole that's hard to not go down.
I
'Cause,
know.
yeah, same here. If I saw that, I'm like, oh, Ferris. So you buy that because you love Ferris Bueller's Day Off and you want those characters. And then next thing you know, you're seeing another 80s movie character. You're like, oh, I want that
Yes.
one because I have Ferris. I need this one. And I need,
Exactly.
you need Ducky from Pretty in Pink and all that. Next thing you know,
Yeah, exactly.
These ones are so hard to find, though. I will say.
You need RDJ from
I
Weird
bet.
Science. You know, everybody needs him from Weird Science.
I don't think they have any.
Give
They
them
will.
time if they don't. All right, then we got this one.
Katniss Everdeen. She's definitely on my list.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one too. Nice.
Then the Twilight
Oh my
Edward.
God.
I'll pass on this one. I can do that.
it'll come back around. Twilight was really cool, and then it wasn't. It'll come back around.
And
Yeah.
we got
Paul Atreides. Yeah, they sell the original from the first movie, but I don't really like him. But this is from the newer one with Timothy in it.
Oh, they have a pop based on the original Dune, and then Paul Atreides, and then this one. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay,
This
that's
is
cool.
from the newer Dune movie,
Yeah.
so I want this.
Yeah, we love that.
And the Master Chief from the same collection I had that I showed before. He's in the same genre and collection with the Halo,
Gotcha.
so I want him too. Argyle from Stranger Things. He's not out yet, but he's coming out soon. So
Watch him
hopefully.
sell out too.
Where do you? So the app highlights what's coming out soon too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he was on like a previous week, so he wasn't on this week.
And if you want to, it'll give you like a notification, like coming soon. Like,
Okay. I should turn that on. Okay.
And then of course Eddie.
Yeah.
It was very expensive.
Eddie in the box.
Yes.
And then,
Yeah, so this is my wish list.
all right, this Ayla's wish
I
list
did
now.
want to
Okay.
say something
What?
about this pop in particular because I was scrolling through it and I was like, oh, people probably think that pop looks. I do want Bruce Banner, but I feel like he Bruce Banner himself looks so generic, and I feel like he's not recognizable as himself, even though he is to me, but not to everybody else. So that's why I wanted to get Hulk over Bruce Banner, but then I looked at it and this was the best one they had.
That one looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Baby Hulk.
Yeah.
It's like her baby really works out.
Yeah. Right. All right.
Yeah, and then I went Black Widow because I'm trying to complete my original 6 Avengers collection, and the only people I'm missing are Black Widow and Hulk.
Okay. Gotcha. That looks more like.
Yelena?
Yeah.
I have
that,
Yelena, yeah. But all the other ones, I think, personally, I really like Natasha in Infinity War. And there was her also from the first Avengers movie, but I thought she looked cooler, I guess.
Okay.
And then, yeah, Ant-Man.
That
This
is an
is
awesome
cool.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's cool.
Are his lenses clear? Those look great.
Yeah.
Those I like how you can see that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then Ahsoka, because it's Ahsoka.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with Ahsoka.
Yep.
And then Hermione, because I need to build my Golden Trio collection as well.
Who do you have
I
of Harry
I
Potter?
have
so far?
Ron. I've Ron, Dobby, Remus, and Sirius, but like I want to get Ron, Hermione, and Harry, which I'm pretty sure Harry's next, right?
Yeah, Harry's next.
Yeah.
There you go.
But then they have multiple versions of each of those characters, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
they have tons.
That's why I like specify the number because there's so many variations, and I don't want to get one I don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Harry Potter is like a main one that just they have so many different variations of
Yeah.
every character.
Mommy's already got one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Valkyrie because I love her and she's amazing.
Yeah, that's a cool one too. Yeah.
She was so awesome in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, she was.
And then Miss Marvel, because I know I'm gonna get criticism for this. 'Cause nobody likes Miss Marvel, but I want to explain this. Okay, so like 2 months before the show came out, I started playing this video game on console called Avengers Assemble. And it's amazing, and like the main character in the campaign is Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
So because of that, I've grown to love her. So then I watched
The show.
the show, and I feel so bad because I forgot the actress's name, but she was great in that show, and
Yeah.
it made me love her even more.
Yeah.
So
And that's cool pop though too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel's not for me, but I totally get why you like it.
All right, so coming soon, She-Hulk 07. This is the new comic book ones that they're coming out with now.
Awesome.
So, and if you guys haven't seen the new She-Hulk show, I mean, this is why they're coming out with these now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I want those. But once again, I don't collect pops, but dang it, I want to.
The one with the comic book ones, definitely. Yep, me too.
Yeah. Because they have, I don't know if you're going to touch on it here, they have it for records too.
oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It already has. Which one do you
yeah,
have?
yeah.
yeah, I have My Chemical Romance. I have the Black Parade record.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, hey, now I'm going to have to get that for quarter.
And then Captain Marvel.
Nice.
She's coming out with hers as well because of her show coming out. Or it's already out, but.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a cool one too.
And then She-Hulk has her own little pop.
Yeah, and this is actually the outfit that she was wearing in the episode I just highlighted on today's show.
The most recent one.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
Yes. Yeah. I talked about it today. Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
But that's cool though. I mean, yeah.
And then they're coming out with these cool. I think these are pretty cool. There's some Star Wars ones that they come out with and other pops in general that have colored, like neon color, which I don't really like those, but I kind of like these. So they're coming out with all these Star Wars ones. So they got Chewie. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the print is really cool. I really like it.
Yeah, how do you describe it? We've talked about stuff like this before, Mike. How do you describe that when they make it look like it's a drawing or something like that, right? What's it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Because I've seen, I think Walgreens has the exclusives for the Universal Monsters maybe, and they have that real bright paint on them, which is really cool.
Yeah, I like these a lot.
Yeah, it is awesome. I want that one too. Yeah.
And these are bobbleheads too, right? That's a bobblehead.
I believe so.
Yeah, how do you tell which
Yeah.
one?
Oh,
what-
yeah.
It says at the bottom.
Yeah,
It's
you're
at the
right.
bottom.
Oh, it'll say it on the box if it's a bobblehead.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I think Funko started as a bobblehead and then
Yeah.
switched to the stationary, which stationary is better. Those bobbleheads,
I know. Yeah,
they barely bobble or they fall off. It's
exactly.
Yeah, even worse. I have a Mandalorian that's a bobblehead, and the spring got a lot of whack, so he's constantly looking up.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun, but just not as sturdy as
Right.
non-bobblehead. Yeah. So
And then R2, I definitely want this one.
nice.
Wait, R2 has a bobblehead?
Yes.
It doesn't bobble.
I want this one so bad.
He doesn't have a head that bob.
I know.
Kind of joke is that? That's funny. Ugh.
And then they got the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special ones too. So Star-Lord. If you're into the like holiday ones.
Those are fun, but yeah, I would never really get into those.
Yeah, I would for Christmas. We just take them out. It's
Oh yeah,
Christmas
you just put them away. Yeah, that's
put them up on the mantle.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
want to make your house.
Let me make a note.
That actually
Yeah.
be fun to buy a bunch
Yeah.
of Christmas Pops to only have out there in Christmas.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. The Mantis and
And
Drax.
got the whole team, huh? All
Yeah.
Christmas stuff.
Groot.
Lucky.
This one's really cute.
Everybody's gonna want Groot. That's gonna be so fun to buy. Gee.
It's so cute. Like, who wouldn't?
Yep.
Yeah, that is awesome. That's the end of your pictures.
Okay.
That was awesome. And I did want to mention something. Again, I don't consider myself a Funko Pop collector, but everything I do and say, proves otherwise. Maybe, I don't know. You be the judge. But what I will say is this: I watched this great documentary. I think I shared this with you too, Mike. Did you ever get around to watching it? It's called "Making Fun: The Story of Funko." Did you watch that documentary?
I think I did, and I think maybe that's where I learned that they originally started as a bobblehead. It was like one.
Yeah, it was it was like, what was that? The Big Boy restaurant or something?
Yeah,
was the
kind of
original
hamburger. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys see that documentary?
Mm-mm.
You guys should watch it. It's called Funko, or it's called Making Fun: The Story of Funko. You can watch it right now on where's it on? Oh man, it's not showing that it's actually on anything anymore. If I find it, I'll let y'all know. But it is so fun. It literally is fun. It's a great movie. It's a lot of fun, and it's very interesting. Yeah, where they started and where they are now. I mean, obviously, Pop's game is to just license everything, you know, and they seem to accomplish it. Yeah.
Yeah, I for a while, I thought that it was going to kind of go the way of, I mean, not to put them in the same grouping, but like the Beanie Babies, those things were selling for hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, and then they just went,
they fizzled out.
Nobody cared about them anymore. But these seem to have a staying power that those didn't have.
Yeah.
And it might be because they're characters that we all like in movies or music, sports.
Yeah, kind of cover the gambit for everyone. Yeah.
Next thing, and they may already have this. Wouldn't that be awesome? Because we already have everybody, celebrities, music, everything. Wouldn't it be cool if you can just Funko Pop yourself?
Yes.
Actually, on
Turn the
Funko
picture
Pop
yourself.
app, you can make a character of yourself, but you can't
physically make it.
That would be cool if you could actually make your own.
Yeah.
They should do that. They should.
Dang it! I just gave them a
$1 billion idea.
Yeah.
But then I couldn't take advantage of it because if I put a Funko Pop out of myself, they'll sue me for using the Funko Pop term.
Yeah.
There, there's a free one for you.
So Karen chimed in. She's saying it was Bob's Big Boy. Remember that restaurant with
That's it.
the kind of classical looking kid? He's got overalls on or whatever. Yeah, I think that was the first Pop.
Yeah.
And it actually they had different versions of that one Pop, and I think they changed it. And this is all from the documentary, from what I remember when I watched it. They changed it to have a new one each year. So that's kind of, I guess, where they kind of moved into it being such a big collector's thing, because they were already having people that were collecting the one that they would have one every year. People were collecting those. They're like, wow, why not come out with 100 a day? And people will still do it. And they're right.
Yeah, they did. Yep.
All right. So do you guys have anything else you want to chime in on it?
I just want to say, getting into Funkos is a dangerous game. but your collection will always turn out beautifully.
Yeah.
I did have one complaint that I wanted to voice.
Okay.
Lexi had a complaint about Cortana. So my complaint is Funko Pop as a whole, because I just think it's really dumb how they'll take a normal character, I don't know, like Iron Man or something, and they have these things called Mega Mech and Lucha Libre, where they make him like a wrestler, like a Mexican wrestler, or they make him like a robot or something. And I just think it's dumb. I don't know if there's people out there who enjoy them doing that.
Yeah.
But I don't, and I think it's dumb. I don't really get the point of doing that, because it's just
and going on with that, the Marvel Zombies version too.
Yeah, I get that with the show,
Mm.
but they'll like make them look weird.
Like
Yeah.
they'll make Cap of Zombie, and they have like a whole collection of those. I'm
Yeah.
just like, I don't like those.
So yeah, I know a bunch of people that are into Marvel Zombies. I'm not particularly one, but the ones I don't that I are so confusing for me that anybody likes them are the ones that are the paint splash ones where there's no color scheme to
Oh, it's like
how
the
they look.
neon
It just
ones.
literally has like paint splash on it.
Yeah,
across-
it's just a bunch of different like weird variations.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's like meant to be like we need more ideas, so let's make more pops.
Yeah,
But I
don't
think
know.
with the pops they already have, it's good enough. I
Yeah.
don't know why they keep on going.
Agreed.
Yeah, like a gold one or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I actually kind of like the gold ones. Just
You
a
got
little
one.
bit.
You got a
I have
Loki,
gold
right?
one because Tyler gave me it for my birthday. But I think that's the only one I would like in gold.
Yeah, I
'Cause
don't
I
really
have
care
a
for just the
Loki
gold
one.
ones either, but the paint
Yeah.
splash ones literally look bad in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's like someone ruined a perfectly good pop. That's how I
Yeah.
look at it.
Yeah.
It's like a 4-year-old gonna hold their dad's stuff.
All right. So,
I put pictures of. I don't collect Funko Pops, but I have some.
okay, here we
So,
go. Okay, I didn't
I-
realize you had any. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I put a few of mine up.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
Like Ron Swanson,
nice.
one of my favorites, because I love his character. I have the Jaws set.
Oh.
Now I have the one with the tank. There was one without the tank as well, and
In
I
his
think
mouth.
there's actually a new one with Quint in his mouth and not a tank.
Oh man, do they have the boat too?
I think they have the boat too, but it starts to get too expensive. And last but not least, I've got the Saga set, but they've expanded this one as well. I just have the first few that they came out with.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So I have to keep it to a minimum because it will get out of hand as the girls know.
It's a dangerous game.
Absolutely.
Dangerous game.
I should have gotten pictures of mine. I didn't even think of that. I was just focused on Ayla and Lexi taking care of it. So good thinking about yours too, Mike. I have some. I don't have any to talk about or show or anything. So sorry about it.
Next time around, I'll have the Christmas ones from Guardians of the Galaxy to
Yes,
show.
please.
Yeah.
Gotta show us.
Can I show my favorite one?
Oh,
Oh,
Mama wants to,
Mom wants to show
be
hers.
involved here and show her favorite pop.
She's coming.
She has
Oh, Mike, do you have this one?
a Stephen King. Wait.
No, I do not.
Stephen King pop. She has it on her bookshelf that is 95% Stephen King books.
Yeah, she has an entire bookshelf of Stephen King books, and he's sitting right there.
Yeah.
I like that one too. That's a
Yeah,
nice
it's pretty cool. Yeah.
All right, so next time I'll have the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas and Stephen King, and we better call this quit pretty soon, or I'm gonna stop
You're
collecting comics and I'll be like,
Yeah.
All right, but great job, girls. Really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
This is a great first Funko Pop segment. Can't wait to see the next one. Everybody's
Yep.
doing a great job with all these special
the
segments.
next one. I'll have like 100. So,
Yeah.
I'll probably have like 30.
Yeah. All right. All right. You guys want to hang out, or you want me to take you off?
I don't know how to do it.
So you mean to do it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and say bye.
Bye, guys.
Adios.
"Hi, girls, good job."
Okay. And this show's moving right along. Let me get my mic back here. Do some adjustments here.
Wait, I gotta put what did I put? I'm gonna put another picture up. Why did I put that up?
That was Ayla's. That
Oh,
was
okay.
on Ayla's wish list. Yeah.
Oh, it was under my pictures. I was like, I don't remember putting that one.
Okay. Must have
Yeah,
been lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, because I was gonna talk about the I think Jesse may watch the show Outlander.
Yes.
It's on
Yeah.
a set of books, and my mother-in-law and my wife love it as well, and they like Jamie. So when they came out with the Funko Pops for them, I went out and I bought them both Jamie Fraser Funko Pops. And
Oh, they
then-
have Outlander pops. Mama probably didn't know that. She's gonna want
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah, well, I got them, and then a while later, I saw what Jamie Fraser was going for, like 150 plus.
Jeez.
So I'm like, hey, you guys still have those? Yeah. But they threw the boxes away.
Oh,
I mean, not that I would sell them or anything, but yeah, they're
you
in
actually have the
just
boxes, yeah.
pop, and they don't save the boxes. So I just ruined a bunch of pop collectors' day by they threw the boxes away.
I've done that with most of my pops from the beginning as well. Yeah, I'm starting to get suckered into keeping the boxes and all that as well, but I'm still on the fence on that. So
I take mine out, save the box.
oh yeah, oh gotcha, yeah. That's the
best
best.
of both worlds.
Yeah, you're right. Have it if you ever see it get to $8,000 and you need a couple bucks. I'm always amazed when I watch the whatnot shows selling the Funko Pops. That so many of them are just so crazy in price. But hey, good for people. Good for people.
It's awesome. Yep.
All right, so just to let everybody know, we are not doing a segment wheel today either. To spin as to what the next special segment will be, because again, next week we're having our show on Saturday. There'll be a whole bunch of us, so the shows probably are going to be super long already, so no need for a special. It's like the whole episode is going to be a special segment. So we will spin next week though for the next show what segment that will be, but
I hope it's not Funko Pops.
well, I wanted to talk about that as far as how to keep things separated enough apart to where they aren't so close together. So and you don't want to be Cover Combat either, because you wanted a week break from Cover Combat because you've got something to say with in case you didn't know.
Yeah, which we won't do next week because it's
all the other stuff. Right. All right, so man, we're just flying by today. So moving to our final segment here. All right. So I guess that's another exciting thing about next weekend too. We will be blessed with the presence of Johnny. So everybody on the live stream will as well. So
we'll have a real Johnny wrap up.
We'll have a real Johnny's recap next week. Yeah,
recap.
So and we'll let him decide whether he actually wants to be on, or as far as being seen or not. We'll leave everybody that's in the room there. Who knows? It might just look like well, no, Patrick will at least do it too, maybe. Or I don't even know how we're gonna do it. I guess we got a lot of talking to do about. Are we all gonna be on one camera and just show it on the table, or what are we gonna do? We'll see.
I figure we'll have groups. We'll have three. We're gonna have like 3 laptops in the center of the table. 2 of us on my camera, 2 on your camera, 2 on Patrick's camera, something like that.
That's a good idea.
With one mic all around. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll probably have to play around a little bit on that. But yeah, we'll all be together for the Whatnot show on Friday, and that's at 10 p.m. And these times are subject to change based on how the evening goes, because we're all getting together to have dinner together. So who knows how long that's going to last.
Yeah.
And then Saturday we will be doing the live stream. Probably going to be about midday. I'll post this week once we determine a specific time.
Well, we've got. I mean, we haven't gone over the itinerary. We've got how many stores we're gonna hit? How many comic?
Oh yeah, we'd probably still want it to be late as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna be. I know of at least 2.
Yeah, that we're gonna go comics and collectibles hunting during the day to a bunch of miscellaneous areas of the around Pittsburgh,
Western Pennsylvania.
Yeah. All right, so I'll go first with Johnny's recap. Marvel keeps finding ways to wreck something even when it's got a good head of steam, and it seems like it's going to be great.
Junkyard Joe. The book is more than just a really good book. It's got good extras.
Nice.
I'm winging it right now because I forgot
Yeah.
the notes.
I wing it every way. I don't know whether everybody can tell. I wing it every way. Empty Man's not an empty movie, quality movie.
This is my Dennis Miller Saturday Night Live. Didn't he do the news?
Yes.
Saturday Night Live? Yeah. That's what I feel like. I've got my papers here. And,
Yeah.
like, so I didn't watch it. You're up.
Munsters are better in black and white.
Yep. Join us next week for a big chaotic show.
And big prizes.
Yeah. I forgot about the prizes.
Seriously, yeah. Help us. I'll cover all that after we're done with the recap. A couple other things I got. Aliens are still cool. Funko Pops are dangerously great. And Venom books are better without Venom on the cover.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Right.
All right, we'll end it with that. I didn't even put up the scroll for that one. Sorry about it.
Without Patrick, things fall apart.
Yeah. Okay, so then let's just wrap this up with a few reminders. Please like this video, subscribe to Xcellar Comics on YouTube, and comment on this video below. Any and all things you've got on your mind that could be interesting. Doesn't even matter. It'll probably be interesting just to see a funny comment of any type. So please hook us up with those. Please subscribe to Comics and Collectibles in the Crawl Space on Anchor by Spotify or many other podcast providers, and listen to an edited podcast of this live stream that will be posted with additional content on Spotify. It'll be posted by Tuesday at the latest. With every podcast, we add a poll and trivia question. Those are a lot of fun, so please participate in that. Then follow Xcellar Comics on Facebook, Instagram, and or Twitter, and follow Xcellar_Comics on Whatnot and TikTok. Watch all of the separate segments of this show that will be posted throughout the week on YouTube, as well as our shows on the Whatnot app at Xcellar_Comics on Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And usually Saturday night, I've actually moved that to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but that's not happening this week. It's just going to be one Whatnot show on Friday. The Saturday Whatnot show will return the following week, since we're actually having the live stream on this Saturday evening. So this week's a little bit different. Then check out what we have to offer on eBay at Xcellar_Comics and XcellarComics.com. And lastly, and this doesn't apply either, I should have edited this before we started, but watch the next live stream of this show on Saturday. Let's just give it a start time right now of 8 p.m. Might be later, subject to change. I'll try to keep people updated once we get closer and we actually get it all together to talk about it. Yeah. But
a lot of moving parts.
Huh?
A lot of moving parts.
There are so many moving parts, lots of them. So, but we'll return to regular 1 p.m. Sunday the following week.
And then a week after that, we're going to be at Baltimore Comic-Con. So we'll have to kind of maybe check in, do some live stuff.
Yeah.
In Baltimore.
Yeah, we could have a minute where we could just, well, we'll talk about all that later.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, that'll do it. Thanks for checking us out. We really, what? Oh, crap. Yeah, thanks, Mike. Why is that not on my thing here? Oh, because I didn't add one yet. No, daggum.
Yeah.
Or did I move that down? No, it's not here yet. Sorry about it. Yeah, we've got the new. It's new. That's why I'm rusty on this. Not only is it new, but then we haven't been here for 2 weeks. So That's my excuses, and I'm sticking to it. We've got the Fun Fan Freebie Wheel.
Yep.
We got rid of all other fun fan freebie types of games. Now we're just putting names on a wheel. If you comment in the show at all, you get put on the wheel. And then also I've had some people that were good to me last night in the Whatnot show, and we'll see who wins this week. I'll give away this alien number one. I'll get another one. This one's mine.
Yeah.
I'll get another alien number one.
Yeah.
All right. Let me make you big here. There you go.
Can you see there?
No, not yet. Soul Gamer 82. Soul Gamer 82 gets a copy of Alien number one. Soul Gamer is one of the ones that definitely hooked me up at the Whatnot show last night. Really appreciate it. Soul Gamer, that's coming to you. We'll since we already got stuff that's going to be packed up to ship tomorrow for him. Or tomorrow's Columbus Day, so not tomorrow. We'll hopefully get it shipped up or packed up tomorrow, but we won't be able to ship it till Tuesday. But this will be with his stuff. So,
yep.
All right, now will that do it, Mike?
That's it. We're
That's
done. That's it. We are done. Now I gotta clean up.
All right. Again, thank you, and thanks for Ayla and Lexi and even Mama, everybody that was on the show today. Patrick, we miss you. We'll see you next weekend. We'll see all the other Xcellar boys next weekend. It's gonna be a blast. Come join us. But until then, don't forget that appreciating great art is awesome, and reading a great story is fun. So why not pick up a comic book and do both? Xcellar out.